Welcome back, you sexy, cute, beautiful motherfuckers. It's been a minute.
Yes, it
Oh, it
has.
has been a minute.
Yes,
And it
sir.
is your boy Blackie Chan, and I'm
And
one of two. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say my name because you had a weird pause in there. You had a Shane pause
Yeah,
where you
well,
just
I was
paused
gonna
in the middle.
introduce, I was gonna be like, and I got my brother, like we just discussed,
Yeah, but you were like,
to
it's
my
Blackie
right,
Chan,
to my left, to my right. No, it's just like
and I was like, oh, did he forget? I was like, I'm right here, guys.
Yeah,
Hi.
it's been a minute. We
It's the
can't take
comedy
weeks off.
Hashira.
This is
Hi.
yeah, it's the comedy
It's me.
Hashira.
It's
Yes.
me. Go ahead and finish up the introduction. I think that'll do. Cut it. We're putting it in.
We're
Let's
putting
go.
it in. And we got a very, whoa, special episode for y'all today.
Nothing
And we
special about it, guys. It's an old season.
and we're getting into M,
My God, can we please get the pro heroes involved?
H,
Heroes need to step it up. Seriously, I'm tired of seeing these kids do this shit.
A.
And it's the academy for kids who keep doing shit. All right?
Yeah, wow.
Like, what are we doing
Wow.
here? What are we
We got
doing here,
first
guys?
years. We got first years fighting the League of Villains.
I didn't even think about that when I wrote it, but yeah, they're not even through their first year yet, and they're fucking
N-
fighting everybody.
No,
Like,
they haven't even taught them how to throw
why
a
do we
jab
even
yet.
have pro heroes?
Can we at least work on a jab?
They're fucking what was the biker boys? Nigga need to learn how to duck or something.
Yeah, I mean
When
they're
kid keeps getting beat up.
right. It's like you just see premature fight after premature fight.
Yeah,
You know
and you know what? They're not doing a good job because they always talk about, oh, should we tell the media? Should we hide it? The media always finds out.
how are they not?
They're always finding out. I mean, even if you know what? How about this? Before we get into it,
Hmm.
we had a sad passing.
Yo, yes,
We
yes,
had a
we
very
did.
sad passing.
Yes, we did.
Shout outs to my boy Toriyama.
Shout
All
out
right,
to
you
you,
want to take a
man.
moment of silence?
Yep, moment of silence, y'all. And we're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big passing, Toriyama. Real quick, what it means to me, Dragon Ball is kind of the godfather of anime.
Yeah, that's what
And
got us
in
in there.
our very first episode, at least I said Dragon Ball Z was in my top 3 all time. And the reason I gave that was because it got me into anime. If it were not for Dragon Ball, I would not be sitting here today, probably discussing this
And he
with
means
you.
Dragon Ball Z in
Well, I
particular.
saw Dragon Ball first.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Trey showed me that first. And
Yeah.
then I didn't watch every episode of that, but Dragon Ball Z was the one where I watched verbatim every episode. So
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, and
yeah.
I think most people around our age is gonna say that Dragon Ball Z is what got them into anime, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I think at our age, like in our age group, which is that like probably 30 to 36-year-old maybe.
Uh-huh.
That age group, I didn't, I don't have the fucking data to back that up,
No.
right? I'm just talking out of my
Pure
ass.
guess. Pure
But I would
pure out of the
assume
ass guess.
yeah, I would assume that that age group all kind of grew up on Dragon Ball Z, which led them to all the other animes. Versus now, where everybody has so much access to so much good animes, we were stuck watching what was on TV, and Dragon Ball Z just happened to come on right when we get home,
It's
and it's fucking
pre-internet.
dope, fucking
Pre-internet.
dope. Yeah, it
So
is.
and again, I get it. I get it. It's old, doesn't hold up very
It does
well,
not. It does not.
but for its time, it was freaking amazing.
Yep.
It was
Power.
absolutely
Yeah,
top
guys.
tier for its
Once
time.
again, even though we both really, really enjoy the show, we do acknowledge the flaws. The power system's trash. Goku is ridiculous. It's like
He's
we know what
dying,
it we
coming
know what
back,
it is, but we
dying.
still like we won't like push away what it we know what it really
Well,
is, but
uh-huh.
it also meant a lot to us, so we'll never back down off of liking it or enjoying it.
Correct. I know.
I can still go back and watch it through, and I'll make jokes about how bad it is now,
right.
but I'll still enjoy watching it. You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah.
And Toriyama gave that to us.
Right.
So
It was a different level of excitement each week
yeah,
coming back to that
waiting.
new
Yep,
episode.
trying to turn Super Saiyan in the after school
Oh man.
program.
Oh man.
Uh,
Amazing
yeah,
times.
Blackie and all the fat kids he was friends with. Yeah,
You were one of them. So
Back
I
then, I
wouldn't
wasn't
say
fat.
me.
I'm
I
fat now,
would-
but
Prove it.
yeah.
No, I'm just
Okay. Yeah, let me. I just happen to have a picture
I got a
of
picture,
10-year-old
right?
me,
You actually have one? Like,
right?
yeah, bitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
See
What
that?
now? Say something. Say it with your chest,
Say
little ass
so.
nigga.
But yes, R.I.P.
Yeah.
Toriyama. We miss
All
you.
right.
We love
But
you.
yeah, so back into MHA. Now
Uh-huh.
now that we're off that somber note,
Hmm.
like where we were at was we were talking about how they
The
can't keep
kids are getting into
secrets.
shit, and
Yeah,
they
they
can't
can't.
make the right decision.
No,
Each decision they make, the kids get into some shit,
no, but it's like so. At the beginning of the season, the journalist fucking dude shows up,
which was dope.
and
I like that.
and I did like that because like
You're
that
like,
dude is. I liked how
is
sharp
he
that
good?
motherfucker is,
Is he
right?
bad? Right. I
Because
did
he
think he
was,
was a normal person at first. I'm not
yeah,
gonna
but
lie. I didn't think he
oh,
had a quirk.
just okay,
I
fair
thought he
enough.
was just a normal dude that was like just admired heroes.
What a shitty quirk to have, by the way. I could have a lens pop up wherever I want it.
you don't want a lens to pop out your asshole and take a picture of
Yeah,
the
like
toilet while you taking a
I could
shit.
just like, why is that your quirk, dude? What a shitty quirk to get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You could be fucking a girl and then a cork of the camera comes out
Get
your forehead.
all right, dude.
And then
Why do you always do this? Why? Why do you always do this?
you wouldn't
Guys,
want that.
ignore him. He's
You gotta
fucking
make the
weird.
most. You gotta make the most of what you got. All right, comedy Hashira?
Yeah, I could tell you. If I get that, I'm definitely doing drugs. All right,
Just
definitely
depression.
doing drugs.
You're just
Yeah.
drinking all day, every day.
Yep, all day, every day. I'm on the sauce, baby. I'm on the sauce. Because that would be, I'd be like, look at it. They'd be like, oh, please help me stop that guy. And I'd be like, I didn't stop him, but guess what? We know what he looks like. I have a photo.
I
Let's
have a
go tell
picture of
some
him.
real heroes.
Right.
Like, what?
That would suck.
Like, I would
There's
rather
no
not
ifs,
have
ands.
superpowers.
Wait, where did the pictures go? Did they come out of his ass or what? Like,
I
how do
think he
you
prints it out
print?
of his chest.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
Don't hold me
That's
to
why I
that.
asked.
You know what? Fucking hold me to that.
Did
That's
they
exactly
explain
what
that?
happens. That's exactly what happens. It prints it out of his fucking nipples, like, and it just unfolds it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, fucking hold me to that. That's exactly what happened, verbatim. Watch the show.
Yeah. Thank
I'm
you,
out.
Comedy
I'm
Hashira.
out,
I'm glad you have such an amazing what is it? Knack for power systems. I love it.
dude. I'm the best at them.
Yeah.
There's not many people better than me in the world, let alone
I
the
agree.
US of A.
I agree.
Yeah, I just know these things. It's like a sixth
Yeah.
sense for me. You know, it's
Yeah.
like boom, power system. I understand it, man. I don't even
Yeah.
have to watch the show.
I don't have to see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that storyline was cool because it ends up having some meaning towards
Yeah,
why he
well,
is the way he is.
yeah, and the journalist dude was actually really fucking sharp,
Yeah.
which was fucking dope because he was like, "Hey," he pointed and he's like, "You're next."
There's no way.
Yeah,
no
he's
way
like,
he
he
didn't-
wasn't talking to like, come on, guys,
Yeah.
are we?
Let's put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, he just started teaching at a school. He lost superpowers, and to the dude's credit, he figured it out
Pretty quickly.
pretty fast. Yeah, the surprise to me was that he was like, "I'm not gonna write the story."
Right.
I was like, "Oh, this is my fucking dude right here."
Yeah, if he would have ended up writing the story, I would have fucking hated him. I would have hated him. He would have been my least favorite character and he would have had 2 minutes of screen time.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah, I would have said some foul shit about him on the show if he would have ended up printing that story. But it was so dope that he was just like, nah, this was for me. I just wanted to know.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
was
and
like,
he
"Fuck
he
yeah."
brought it back to how All Might saved his father, right?
Yeah, yeah, he
Was
did.
a dope
Yeah,
dope
all of it.
turnaround.
Like they do a
Dope
good
full
job
circle.
of like connecting characters in this,
Yeah.
right? You know, fucking Bakugo and Deku and
They're both fanboys of it all goes back to being a fanboy of All Might. And
right,
it's a testament to All Might as a hero.
and his greatness as a whole. You know what I
Right.
mean? Just the what his greatness as a whole did to the whole universe in the MHA sphere. You know what I
That
mean?
would be dope to get like a prequel movie of him in his prime.
Oh, that'd be cool. Just a movie? Yeah.
Just a
Yeah, that's
movie.
perfect. Not a season, not a show.
Nope.
Hey, anime.
Just a movie.
Looking
You
at the
heard it.
camera. Not a fucking show.
A movie.
Just a movie.
And we want
Okay?
10%.
That's right. Make
We
that
want
15.
10% for pitching. Okay, 15% for pitching that.
7.5.
Or
7.5.
you know what? Maybe 20, so that way 10 and 10.
We'll make it an even 20. We'll make it an even 20.
I think that's a fair deal.
Copyrighted.
Copyrighted. So if you guys
Boom.
do it, we'll
Now you
fucking
guys can't do
sue.
it.
If you
Yep.
guys do it and you don't fucking give us 20%, we're gonna sue.
Yeah, I got an army of lawyers, man.
Yeah.
You have 24 hours.
Make a decision.
Oh
Choose
yeah, I forgot
wisely.
the demand part.
Yeah.
I was just gonna leave it at 24 hours and
Yeah.
let them figure out what to do.
We want 20 million 20s,
Mm-hmm.
50 million and 50s,
Okay, slow it down, slow it down, slow it
and
down.
5
Okay.
million and 5s.
Very specific, by the way. That was weird.
Yeah,
Like
rush
a
hour
rush hour.
reference.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I was
Yep.
about to say.
Yep. Very
Cool,
specific. I
cool.
meant the denominations. That was
Yeah.
it was like, okay, man, what are we doing here?
Yeah. You
Like if
almost
I'm on
fucked
the
up
other
that
line,
word too. I was like,
I
that
had
could
to
have been
take a
ugly.
step back and make sure I got it out. Because I was like, I know the word. I know how to say the word,
I'm
which is a
hearing it.
rarity for me.
Right.
Because usually I can know the word, not know how to say it.
Exactly.
Like you'll say it and I'll be like, you're wrong. And then you'll be like, how do you say it? And I'll be like, I don't fucking know.
No,
But I
I
know
don't
that's
know,
not
but
it.
I know you're wrong.
Yep. That's how it
Yes.
works.
But
But
that's
I
how they
mean,
jump off the season, the
yeah.
journalists.
And ultimately this season, I mean, really, it's the overhaul Airy
Yeah,
season, right?
and I tell you this, I struggled from seasons 1 to 3, not necessarily too much in season 3, but it was slow. It wasn't a lot.
It was. So the show is one of the slower shows that we watched.
In
Yeah.
new school aged anime.
Yeah. I would agree
And
with that.
again, it has moments in seasons 1 through 3 that were still dope.
Mm-hmm.
But season 4 is where it really starts to pick up. That's where you really start to see some serious fights happen, with the exception
Yeah.
of, All Might versus All for One or the Nobus. But
Right.
you
Right.
really
Like
start
you're
to
gonna
see
get those
other
big
characters.
marquee fights in every season, but
Right.
this one you really get to
See
see it
multiple.
yeah, they're like running through the storyline pretty quick, and you're seeing a lot going on, and it's moving
Multiple.
pretty fast. Yeah.
Right. And they introduce a pretty badass villain in this outside of the League of Villains,
Talking
which
about
I was not
overall.
expecting. Yeah. I was not expecting them in season 3 to introduce a guy like Overhaul and for him to not be willing to join the League of Villains.
He's an interesting
He
character
is.
construct. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like he really is, because he's extremely intelligent,
Extremely
he's
powerful. God
extremely
damn.
powerful, and he's very
Imagine
meticulous.
imagine you can't let somebody touch you. Kamini Hashira, imagine that shit. How
Oh,
overpowered is that shit?
anybody can touch me if they want to.
And he can reconstruct you within seconds and still keep you alive. How the fuck does that work? He can make your heart explode and then rebuild it in a half a second.
Yeah, and I think doesn't he have to do it that quick to
Yeah,
keep you from dying?
to keep you
Like
from dying.
the one thing they do good job here is like with the quirks is they the way they have limitations in their power structure.
By good, that's a
Who's
little
bad?
OP.
Who's
No, I'm saying
bad?
that's OP. Because you're
I
saying
mean,
by good, I mean you're saying it's balanced, right?
right, but I mean there are people who could beat him, like fucking Lemillion held his own.
But
We'll get into that
Lemillion,
later.
you need an amazing quirk like Lemillion's to end
but
up beating him.
but you get a high level villain, you need a high level fighter to beat him, and that's Lemillion, right? So
Yeah. No, I get it, but there's only like 1 or 2 people.
I will say,
you know what I mean?
say though, the one thing they do talk about in the show a couple of times that I don't think we've ever discussed. Every now and then they sneak in the show where they talk about having heroes with the right powers for the situation.
Yeah.
Every blue moon they'll like say something about that. We need this kind of hero. Oh, we need that kind of hero. Or oh, my powers aren't suited for this, or this and that. So they do a good job of like pointing that out, that is part of the power balance.
Right. And the idea behind the heroes is that they work together. Is that they work together to beat any OP person, which is the concept of almost every single anime.
Right.
You need strength in numbers for the most part.
Yeah, and Overhaul wanted nothing to do with the League of Villains either.
Nothing, which is
he
why
was like,
I was
"Hey,
saying,
I accept you guys into our group," and they're like, "The fuck?" Then he fucked that one dude up, or chick.
Right,
Big Sis Mag.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
Yeah, killed him real quick.
Yeah,
killed that person real quick.
Yep. By the way, we got another transgender alert.
Who?
Big Sis Mag.
Oh, the one who died.
The one who died. Yeah. R.I.P. Just killed the club.
That man died in 2 seconds.
Yep.
And if I saw that, I'm like, hey man, do your thing, man. We don't need you over here. You're good.
You know, that's one of those things. You see what happened over here? Now you ain't got a problem over here.
You ain't
You
got a
know what I
problem
mean?
right here.
Like,
I'm
it's
good on
wild
that.
to think about. But also, when you think about it, him and Shigaraki, like, both have touching quirks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That
They
was
didn't really
interesting.
get
I
clear.
didn't put that together till literally right now. But
Yeah.
it's like, if
I
fucking
wonder
Shigaraki touches you,
who'd win.
I don't care. I'm not gonna lie. I do
Yeah.
not care
Overall
about
would
that.
win because all he has to do is touch him.
But so does Shigaraki.
No, but who's gonna die quicker?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
That's
he
true.
may slow die
I'm not
overall,
gonna lie. When I said I don't care about that, I meant that. I do not care. Like,
but
as you
also
continued going, I was like, oh my god, this
also
sucks.
overall so OP that he can restruct himself. You remember?
Yeah, that's
He
right.
could
He can.
explode his arm and then fucking reconstruct it because that's balanced. That that's a balanced ability.
It's not bad. There's limitations. He has limitations. He has
Yeah,
to do
it's
it
like
within a
he could
certain
just do
amount
it
of
as many
time.
times as he wants, and he has to do
No,
it
he has to
quickly.
do it within a certain amount of time frame. He's
And
got
he
to
could do
do
it as
other
many times as he
things.
wants, and that's
All right,
balanced.
man.
Yeah.
All right, take your L. Move on.
How was that an L
I don't know yet.
in your brain?
Yep.
But yeah, so he said, "Fuck you guys," the League of Villains, and I was
Yeah, he
like,
did.
"That's pretty badass.
He
You got to be
sure
pretty
did.
strong to do that."
Dude, he
The
like,
League of Villains are struggling, man. They're like, "Bakugo, want to join?" He said, "Fuck you,
yeah, overhaul. Want to
overhaul,
join?
fuck you."
And I'm
It's
gonna
like,
kill one of you guys.
yeah,
And the only
like,
reason they asked Stain too, remember? They asked Stain if he wanted to join.
yeah. He
And
said,
Stain was
"Fuck
like,
you."
fuck you. And then he wanted to kill him after talking to him for too long.
Starting to annoy
Damn, I didn't
me.
put that together. Yeah, they aren't when it comes to top end talent,
They
you
can't
know,
recruit it.
they can't do it. You know what I mean? They're not the Yankees.
I
For
blame
sure.
Shigaraki's socially awkwardness. You know what I mean? He's
I
he's he's a kid who wasn't social.
I mean,
He's
yeah.
socially awkward.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that could be it.
Like who wants to like he talks weird. You know
I
what I
was
mean?
gonna say, I think he just
He
yeah, I
talk
do. I
weird.
do.
I
I
don't like
do.
you.
You talk weird. I don't like you, man. And then Carlos comes in, man. Carlos, he had big teeth. That ain't like Carlos.
Right. It's like guy
But
like Gato. I would get with Gato because he doesn't talk weird.
yeah, he's got a charm to him.
He's got charm to him. He's got
No
swagger to
charm to
him.
Shigaraki.
He's calling motherfuckers monkeys and shit. It's like I can get down with that.
Yeah, and fucking you got fucking Shigaraki scratching his own face
Yeah,
with
when
a
he's
whole
like,
bunch of like
"Wanna
dead people's
join?
hands
What are you
on him.
fucking on heroin? No, I don't want to join you."
I don't like the way he's talking to me. You're still talking to me. Am I the
Yeah.
he's you're talking about?
Then you
Fucking
got this
weirdo.
the psychopath behind him, the clone dude. It's like they're all weird. And then you got
Shigaraki, leave
this
him alone.
you got the psychopathic girl as well, who's just taking
I want
everybody's
to see
blood.
blood.
It's
Yeah.
like, hell no, I ain't fucking
Yeah,
with
just a
y'all.
fucking bunch of weirdos all in one
The
place.
legal weirdos.
Just the legal weirdos all in
They
one
can't
place,
get anybody to
dude.
join, dude. Oh my god.
I never put that together
Me
until
neither.
now.
Yeah.
Fucking, yeah, they're void of top end talent.
And then
Oh,
All For One
shit.
doesn't even want to hang out with them because they're so
No,
weird. He's
that's
just like,
right.
y'all go do.
Yeah, he's
what
like,
I
hey,
need
y'all
to
got
do."
Shigaraki, you have your fun doing, making big noises over there. I'm gonna do the real
I'm gonna
stuff,
wait.
okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and kill the most fucking prolific superhero that the world has ever seen. You can go over there and I don't know.
And do what
Keep
you
getting
need to do.
rejected by other bad guys, I guess.
Right.
If I know.
Right. But you did mention this is the Ares arc, right?
That
She's
fucking
a
poor
big,
little girl, dude.
big part of this, and it's
She's not
always a
big.
little girl.
She's not
man.
big. She's tiny. She's a little girl, man.
Goes right back to little girls getting abused in some sort of way.
Fucking shit, man. Let's switch up
Anime.
the script, anime.
God damn. Let them know. Let them know, Comedy Hashra.
Fucking shit, dude. Why is it always these little fucking girls? Why is it always these little girls?
Why?
Leave the little girls alone.
Leave them alone.
Like, fuck, dude. Like, every time I flip on an anime, I'm like, oh, this little girl's getting freaking in trouble. I
Touched.
almost said something super inappropriate. I'm glad I caught it.
This little girl's getting freaking. I saw your face like.
Yeah. I was like, oh.
You had to eat the word.
I was like, yep, this won't go well.
That's too less. I'm gonna be like, Blackie's gonna be like, "Yep, we gotta clip that out." Right.
Yep, 100%. Yeah, but it's just like, why, dude? Why is it always like fucking leave the little kids alone, dude?
Dude.
It's
And
fucked up.
and again, have the girls with them titties. I get it. Momo got some titties. Whatever, dude.
Yeah, I get it,
Whatever.
man. I get it.
But
I
the
don't, but
whole
I
like
do.
abusing little girls,
Fucking leave that poor girl alone. Fucking
and she's
shit.
adorable too.
She's a sweetheart. She's so nice and kind.
Yeah.
She just wanted her candy apples, man.
She just wanted fucking candy apples.
That's it. She just wanted fucking candy apples. Can't we just give her candy apples and stop with the abuse?
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
The
It's
mental warfare.
upsetting. It's fucking
Unbelievable.
upsetting.
Yeah.
What all these animes that I can't stop watching do to little girls and little kids in general.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
fuck, man. Can we stop? Can we leave her
it
alone?
was very unnecessary.
Oh man, and then like that moment, because remember, so this is the area arc, but before that happens, remember, they do the whole work study shit.
Yeah, the internships. Yes, you're right.
They do the whole work study shit. And fucking
internship, right?
yeah, okay. Same shit. It's the fucking same thing. And fucking that Night Eye scene where fucking where he's telling Deku and you see Night Eyes, but what'd you think of Night Eye's power?
Dope. Very balanced. Very, very balanced. You gotta really be smart with his. I think his is probably top 5, one of the most balanced, because you can go very far into somebody's future when
But
using
the
it.
further you go, the less clear it becomes.
Less clear it becomes, and then also you can only use it once within a 24-hour period.
Yeah, that's right. That's
So
right. That
you
was a
gotta
big
be
deal.
very, 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 very smart with who you use it on and when you use it.
Yeah.
And it could low key hinder you if you're a dumbass. Like, you gotta have a high IQ.
Damn, would you have looked in All Might's future like he did?
If I was his partner, hell yeah, I would have. Hell yeah, I would. I mean, like,
didn't
you
even
know
miss
his
a beat,
secret.
huh? Didn't need to think about it,
Yeah.
did you?
Hell yeah. I mean, that's too hard of you gotta. There's no shot in hell you can sit here and tell me, Comedy Hashra, that you wouldn't even take a peek into a part of his future. Maybe not go as far as he did, but holy shit, I was laughing for a good 40 minutes when they showed that fucking scene of him looking
You're
into
gonna
his future,
die!
and then he's like, he got hurt, and he's like,
He's all fucked up.
he's like, I saw it all.
You're gonna die a gruesome death.
Dad, you need to stop. And he's like, I can't. No. And they're not even looking at each other. He just turned away.
Yeah.
I thought I
shit,
told you
dude.
not to do it. I couldn't help myself.
Yeah, I mean, to All Might or to Night Eye's credit,
They
you did
stopped
pick
talking
someone.
after that, though.
Yeah,
Hold on.
never again.
They
Oh,
never
okay.
talked.
Oh, all right.
But they never talked after.
They did
My
not.
bad. Go
I
ahead,
didn't
you
find
were
it
saying.
that funny, but I get it. I fucking get it.
It
I
was
get why
so
you're giggling about it.
dramatic.
Yeah. And it was literally all of 10 seconds.
Right. They're grown men, and
They
they're
are.
acting like that.
Oh,
But
shit.
go ahead. You're saying about All Might?
Oh, no. Like,
All Might's credit or something?
no, to Night Eye's credit.
Not his credit.
If I'm All Might and I team up with someone who can see in the future, even if I tell him not to look, I'm just gonna assume that he is.
He's gonna at some point,
Like, what are we doing here, man?
on an off day where they
Do you
don't
think?
have to do
Yeah.
anything.
Do you think every day he's gonna have to use his power for the rest of his life? No. At some point, he's gonna look into your shit, dog.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to know, you pick someone else as your partner. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you have an ultimate power. Like, even if he wanted to see who you picked as your successor,
Right. Right.
it's like it just didn't make any sense not to do it.
Right. And he wanted Lemillion to be his successor.
Correct. Which, goddamn, that was an excellent choice.
That would have been.
It's an excellent
It wasn't
choice.
an excellent choice. It would have been an excellent choice. Because that did not fucking happen at all. Good
Right.
sir. Could you imagine Lemillion?
Well, and I wonder if he would have given it to him, and this is actually something I just thought of.
Okay.
If he would have given it to him, does it go like it did when they were passing it down from the beginning, where the cork gets passed and that combines and combines and combines versus being able to unlock the previous ones.
Oh,
Does that make sense?
interesting.
So
Yeah.
All Might was able to unlock
So
his
you're
own.
saying, yeah, so you're saying if it came down and it went to Lemillion,
Does it just stack or does it
does it keep stacking or does it finally manifest like it did in
manifest?
Deku? That's
Right.
an interesting thought. I didn't think about that. That's actually really interesting.
Which they haven't fully
Uh
explained that.
no, and hopefully they do. And once again, guys, we don't read the mangas, we don't
We
look
don't.
ahead, we don't watch videos for spoilers, nothing.
Don't
So we
fucking ruin
don't
it in the comment section.
yeah, don't be that guy. But I know the voice kept saying it's not time yet or it is time. So I think, depending I think that has more to do with it than Deku not having a quirk.
Yeah. I
But
will
I don't know. You
Either
know
way,
what I
it's a
mean?
win-win though, because if
Yeah.
Lemillion gets that and then
And
passes
just
his fucking cork along with all the other ones to the next person,
fuck, could
oh
you
my god.
imagine trying to master all those quirks plus Lemillions?
Lemillions would be the hardest to
It
master,
easily
but
the hardest to master.
it would be dope. You'd be
Yep.
unbeatable.
Yep, sure
You'd
would.
you'd be unbeatable.
Sure would. Yep, that'd be a problem for sure.
That's a
Yeah.
fucking problem.
But like, so if you're All Might, right? Because when he picked Deku on his way to go meet Lemillion.
Yeah.
Like he said that in the show already, right? So
Mhm.
that's when he picked Deku. You know you're on the way to meet your successor, your potential successor, right?
Yeah. And I mean,
So
if he would have met him, I mean, come on.
but like you meet Deku and you're like, this is the guy I think it is. Do you still go meet the other guy? Do you still go meet Lemillion and then make a final decision? Or do you just trust your gut?
I think it comes down to this. I've been back and forth. My instinct wanted to say, "Oh, I picked Deku because it's an instinct thing. It's my fucking quirk. I get to choose. It's a
Mm-hmm.
feeling thing. I should know just like my mentor did." Right?
Right, right.
Whereas if I had a really good friend in Night Eye, like it just depends on how good of a friend he was.
That's true.
Like, was he
Yeah.
just my partner or was he like my best friend? A guy who I grew up
Right.
with or, whatever. So if it's a guy I grew up with, I think I still go meet Lemillion and just go, you know what? I had the similar past as Deku. I'm gonna pick Deku, even though the million's amazing.
Right.
And have that discussion with Nine Eye versus just fucking then and there, making a gut feeling call
Yeah.
on someone this much about.
Yeah. To be honest, I would like to say that I would meet Lemillion, but I know myself.
Hmm.
I would have fucking pure instinct it. I would have
Yeah,
pure instinct it. And I would have been like, boop, here you go. You're going to eat this shit. And I got to actually go deliver some bad news to someone else. So give me like 10 minutes and I'll be
right.
back.
I mean, yeah,
All right, homie. I'll catch you later, dog. I'll be back.
there you haven't really worked with kids to that degree
Nah,
for that long. I've worked with kids and I've met
kids
one
suck.
kid. Yeah, I've met one kid who I could say pure heartedly, like, had the purest heart, if that makes sense. I shouldn't have said pure
Yeah.
heartedly has the purest heart. I should have just
Yeah.
said
That was a very
I've met
stupid way
one
of saying
kid
it.
who has like he's like the
Who's
nicest,
pure
who's
of
just the softest, human being who
yeah, but I
would
don't want to
never
give that
harm a
person.
fly.
I don't want to give that person that
But
crazy
that's
power.
Deku.
I mean, kind of, but Deku's always also about that action. You know what I mean?
He wasn't always about that action. He gets scared.
Well, that's why he picked him. Remember, because his body
He was
moved before
scared and
us.
then he would do it.
Yeah,
But I mean, to say that he's about that action, I mean, come on.
yeah, but I don't know, man. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, it's a fun little thought to
Thought.
have
Yeah,
in regards
it's an
to what
interesting one to
All
think
Might
about,
did
dude.
and
It's
who Lemillion
crazy.
was.
It's crazy when you think into storylines and shows, and you like think about the choices they made and how different choices would have changed it. And it's
Yeah.
almost like when they do a good job of doing it, it's almost like in animes, you can't like the show wouldn't be the same at all if you made this decision.
Right.
Because all these characters in your head end up taking on kind of like a life of their own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's interesting to think about it. Like
Hmm.
I get stuck on that thought a lot. Like
Yeah.
why did they really think that far ahead when they were writing this? Like I would love to just sit down with just have
And
like
just
a day, not an interview, just like talk with them. You know what I mean?
Well,
Just like a free flowing conversation.
and I feel like you can't really describe it to someone. Like it's such a creative thought.
Right, which is why I would just want to like see how they think as a person.
Like a
Like I
fly on the
wouldn't.
wall,
Yeah, that's why I'm saying like not a. I would just
not
want
a
to have a good.
conversation,
No, a
or
good
you want a
conversation.
conversation.
Yeah, a good conversation. We're just talking about whatever comes up. Kind of like how
Um,
we do these conversations where we kind of let it lead us wherever it leads us and we kind of have a guideline where we want to stay. Kind of something like
right.
that. You know what I mean? Just like a free flowing conversation. I'm not interviewing them about what their writing process or shit like that. We're just talking. I just want to see how like
How creative their mind is.
yeah, and just see how they see things. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah,
would really, really enjoy like someone who's high level at that.
I
I
would
would really
prefer to,
enjoy that.
and
Just
I
getting
would,
to know someone. Sorry,
and I
go
would.
ahead.
You're good, and I would prefer to talk with them about animes outside of their anime. I would want to see how they
Interesting.
process other animes in response to their own, because, or in respect to their own, because that gives you an idea of, how me and you, when you, obviously we have our own personal skill levels in the sports we played, but
Mhm.
then when you can see the admiration for the analytical part of other great players that we can
Yeah.
have,
Yeah, yeah.
it's different. It's a
Right.
different that you're like, oh, this person processes information differently because you can pick their brain about other
Right.
people within that realm,
Right. The way they see things.
the way
Right.
they see other things in that industry.
Right. Yeah.
All right, cool. I think I made sense there.
If you didn't, I'm sure we'll hear
What do you mean
about it.
if I didn't? I'm asking
If you
you.
didn't,
Motherfucker.
I understood, but I also grew
Okay.
up with you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
True.
So
Touche.
if he didn't make any sense, I'm sure we'll hear about it in the comments. They
Yo,
don't
that shit
seem to
didn't
miss
make any
that shit.
sense.
Yo, this nigga at the bottom is stupid. Someone please take
Bottom
the
nigga
mic from this
dumb.
man. Fucking dumb. But back to MHA.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, the work study programs, they started the kids earlier because usually it's not until your third year. So they were like, "Fuck, second year. Let's just go ahead and give it to the first years.
Mhm.
Like, let's give it to everyone. Let's let everybody do a work study."
Oh, they're already in fucking third, fourth year fights. Tell you that
I
much.
fucking shit, right?
Pro level fights, to be honest.
Fucking a man. When's it gonna stop?
Give them some time.
I
When are they gonna
honestly think.
grow?
Yeah, I
You
think
fucking
you said
yawn?
this. I
Fuck
did.
you.
I did
Go
yawn.
ahead.
I think you said this in the last time we did MHA episode where you're just like, what are the fucking school doing to help to protect these fucking kids, man? Doesn't seem like
Yeah,
they're doing shit. And it still feels that way. Like, what are we doing here?
they ain't doing shit.
Yeah, not a goddamn
They haven't
thing.
made one right choice. Name one right
No.
choice they've
Fucking
made.
hmm.
Maybe the dorms.
Dorms. Yeah, that's immediately where I was gonna go. I think the dorms were the right call there, but even then, that's like really what did it do?
Because they had them out again.
Yeah.
Like they
So it's
had them
like
in dorms, which was dope, but they didn't have them training only in
right.
the school. They had them training, I think,
Right.
outside of the school.
Right, exactly. And so, but the dorms are probably the best thing that they did so far.
Right. Yeah. And they really moved the story in season 4 because they even have Gran Torino kind of investigating the
Yeah,
League
they
of
kind of have
Legends
that
on the
the
side,
League of Legends
or League of Villains.
villains.
I'm
There you
a
go.
gamer. I'm a gamer, right?
Yeah, man. I don't know what's going
Um
on here. A little rusty, guys. We apologize. It's
yeah.
been a couple weeks.
Yeah.
But it's like they have that going on, and then fucking Deku finally joins the Night Eye Agency, where Night Eye fucking is like, "Hey, you're a piece of shit. You aren't good
Fuck
enough for
you.
this power,
Lemillion
and
should have had
and
this
you're gonna
power.
prove it. Yep, and you're gonna be in this so you can be with him and see who should have got this power." I was
Right.
like, dude, that's a little kid, man. You're a piece of shit.
Yeah. But it is refreshing to see how dope Lemillion is, not only as a person, because he has that similar All Might passion,
Mm-hmm.
um, but also his power. His power is very interesting to me because it's obviously Obito from Naruto. That's the first reference you get from it. But
Mm-hmm.
then it has a different dynamic to it where Obito can't attack you while he's phasing, right? That was his
Right.
weakness, where he could always phase you, but couldn't attack you.
right.
Lemillion can phase and attack you at the same time because he can phase a section
A
of his
section
body.
of his
So
body,
part of his
right?
arm could go through, but he could still manifest his fist in your
That's a
fucking
tricky
face.
quirk, man. That's
And
such a tricky quirk.
they did explain a little bit of his struggles as a kid trying to
Right.
figure it out because you could fucking drop through the floor and
Oop.
not know how to get the fuck
Yep.
back up.
Yep. Trying to make sure you
Um,
guys didn't see my willy. It was
um,
fucking fantastic. I love Lemillion, man. He's my
yeah.
favorite. I fucking love that dude.
But that was dope when he took on the entire class.
Yeah, that was the last season though, man. We already talked about this.
No, I'm just saying that was dope.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. It was fucking insane. But he's like,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll just fight.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Trying to
He's
make
like,
sure
is
you
he
couldn't
really
see my
gonna
willy.
fight our entire class? It's
Yeah,
like Jesus
beat
Christ.
the brakes off of
At
them.
the entire class, dude.
Beat the brakes
Holy
off.
shit. You're like, this guy's serious.
Yeah, and then
Um,
fucking but no,
But
so
Ares, you get the Ares mission, right?
yeah, now we get the Ares mission. But before mission, remember, dude, when they fucking ran up on her in Overhaul by accident?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Fucking, could you imagine the fucking restraint you
Fear.
have to have
Or
to
I would
like
say
fucking
fear, knowing that motherfucker, because they knew his ability.
right? But I'm talking about the restraint he had to have where he had her in his arms
Oh, and having to give her
and having to
back.
give her back.
Uh-huh.
Like that's the difference between him. And like I think even Night Eye says it.
And they made that a moment too, where
Yeah,
they
they
were like,
did.
fuck, I didn't want to, like, I wanted to help her.
But it wasn't the right situation. Can't save everybody all the time at all times.
Right.
Like it's a good fucking point.
Brings
Once
me
again,
back to
I'm
kind of what I do
impulsive.
for work too, where it's like certain times you got to wait for the right moment.
Yeah. And like I'm impulsive, so I definitely for sure would have been like, nah, nigga, we're doing this now. Throw them hands.
If I'm
homie.
Lemillion, then I probably would have. If I was Deku, I probably would not have.
Well, when you see Lemillion finally fight him, you're like, dude, you could have just did this the first time around, dog.
Right.
What are you doing? You know
Right.
what I mean? It's
So
like,
in fairness, yeah, we
yeah,
didn't really see his extent yet.
yeah, but when he fights, we're like, all right, dude. So
We're
it
like,
doesn't
"God
seem like
damn."
this would have been a problem for you. I think you would have been okay. We could have saved all of this if you just weren't such a little bitch. For
Right, because
once,
he didn't
Lemillion.
even have the serum on him at that point, or maybe he did.
He might
You
have.
never know.
Yeah, he might have. Who knows?
But
But
you know,
fucking
he
yeah,
didn't even
and then
have it on him the first time. The second
Right.
time, because the other dude was shooting them bullets.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, I'm getting.
I
too far.
digress. I
Yeah.
digress. But yeah,
Yeah.
because then they come up with the mission to rescue Eri, which is literally one of my favorite moments because they're all sitting on the table, and when they're in the meeting with all the heroes that participating in the raid, they
Mhm.
pull out that fucking that girl toy.
Mhm.
My favorite moment is Fat Gum. And Fat Gum, in the whole season, this is my favorite. Fat Gum's like, yeah, what's the deal, Night Eye? What's the problem with that? Maybe just into cutesy girl stuff. Different strokes for different folks.
I don't even remember that part.
Oh, it is
Damn
my
it.
absolute favorite.
I gotta
Because he was
rewatch
like,
it.
because they pull out, he's like, what is that supposed to mean? Like, Fat Gum's like, he's like, yeah, this is how we know that he's holding Eri here. And he's like, what is that supposed to mean? Maybe just into girl stuff. Different strokes for different folks. And I don't know why, but me and Kaishar, guys, so if you don't know, Kaishar is my son. Me and Kaishar for like months after that, we're just like, maybe just send the cutesy girl stuff. Just yelling it at each other random places.
I can see
Fucking
that.
fantastic. Yeah, it was absolutely fantastic.
I can see that.
But
And when they do go on that mission, are we ready to move into that? Is
well,
there
the one
something
thing I
else?
wanted to say is there was something you pointed out that actually came into play here, which is how smart you have to be with Night Eye's court.
Yeah.
Because remember, they were asking Night Eye in there. They were like, well, why don't you just fucking run your shit on every bad guy? He's like, I can only use it once. So I have to make sure that if I do run it on a bad guy, it's the right bad guy because we only have 24 hours. I have to wait 24 hours.
Before I can
And
use
so,
my shit
yeah,
again.
so it's just that's that moment where you realize how intelligent you have to be with his quirk to
Right.
actually be considered a hero.
And I'll tell you what, they make his character design look like the biggest fucking nerd on planet Earth. So if I had to
Fucking nerd.
guess, he looks like he's fucking smart.
Yeah, didn't he have like weighted stamps or fucking?
I don't know, but I do
They
know his
look like
eye looked
stamps.
dope. His eye looked dope.
Oh, his eye, yeah. I remember when I was trying to do the logo for
Oh
us.
yes.
I was trying to find a
Oh
way to
yeah.
incorporate Night
I
Eye's
forgot
eye
about
into
that.
one of our O's because that shit was
Yeah.
fucking dope. And
God, that would have been
I just
dope.
couldn't make it. I
Maybe
just don't
one
have
day.
the skill. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of these days,
Yeah, that's
hopefully
gonna
I'll
be
have the
dope.
skill to be able to do that. But
Yeah.
that'd be dope shirt.
Yeah. Oh man.
Just have each O be a different eye in
Oh
anime.
man.
That's dope. That'd be fucking cool.
That'd be fucking dope as
Yeah.
hell.
I digress.
But
I
yes,
digress.
into the
Where are
mission
we
now,
at? The
right?
mission? Yeah,
And
yeah, we're at the mission, baby.
the first big fight is that terrain villain, and where he like can get into the terrain
Into
of
the
wherever.
walls.
Yeah, he can manipulate the terrain. Is why I call
Yeah,
him that.
yeah,
He's not
yeah.
the terrain villain. He's not. You know what I mean? Like I just call him that because that's
But
what he
yeah, he's the
manipulates.
dude who got into the walls and
Right.
then juiced himself
And he
up
can
real quick.
manipulate shit and change the walls. And shout out to motherfucking black people. Shit. We
Oh,
got
Lock
we
Lock?
got rock lock. We got rock lock in that bitch.
No, it's Lock Lock.
No, it's rock lock, isn't it?
It's Lock Lock.
Are you sure?
No, but I'm pretty sure.
Well,
I'm pretty sure
you're
it's Lock
telling me
Lock.
no, so it sounded like you were sure.
Look it up. Look it up right now.
Pretty sure
Look
it's
it up
rock
right
lock.
now. I'm pretty sure it's Lock Lock. Why would it be
I'll
Rock
look it up
Lock?
right now. Rock lock. MHA.
Is
His
it
name
Lock
is
Lock?
Rock Lock.
No, it's not.
Yes,
No
it is. Look it
chance.
up.
No
Type in rock
chance.
lock and yes. Type in rock lock. Bitch. And then apologize.
I will never apologize.
And then apologize for being wrong.
I will never apologize. I will say I'm wrong.
All you have to do
but I
is
will
type
not
in rock
apologize for
lock. You
being
don't have to
wrong.
type in anything else. And
Yeah,
his face
I
will
wasn't
pop
in
up.
Google. I looked at a different thing.
Why weren't you in Google?
I typed in Lock Lock MHA.
And it's rock lock.
Hold on, is his name Rock Lock or Lock Lock? That's the first question on here.
His name is Rock
Hold on.
Lock.
Hold on. Let me read.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Also known as Lock Hero Rock Lock.
Thank you.
That's why
Now,
I said let me fucking read, man.
apologize.
Well, I already told you. I'm
My
not gonna
bad. I was
apologize.
wrong, Blackie Chan. My bad. I
No.
was wrong, Blackie Chan.
No, I was wrong. Not
You
my
ruined
bad.
my moment. Shout out to black people. Shout out to black people.
Yeah, Lock Lock.
Got rock lock on there, and you're like, no,
Lock
it's lock
Lock.
lock. It's lock lock. But it's pretty dope. I mean, it's not like I wouldn't
got
say
a-
that's like a super dope quirk, but it's kind of dope.
It was
It's
interesting.
interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know what else you would use it for.
Yeah, I don't.
Other than that
I
moment.
think other than that perfect situation engineered for him to use it.
But useful. Dope
Yeah.
ass character though.
In that situation, useful in that situation. Yes. Oh man, that's fucking funny.
Yeah.
I didn't even think
But
of that.
another badass moment.
Also, fat ass white wife. She got a fat ass.
I
Rock
don't
Lock?
remember her.
Yeah. I don't know what the
His-
deal is
his
with
wife?
that baby. Yeah, his wife is a white girl.
Fuck.
Fat ass.
Damn it.
And his baby, black as him. That's not true.
Okay.
That's
buddy.
not how that works, dude.
Okay.
That
should've
baby
been
would
lighter.
not come out as that baby would not come out black
He
as
should
him.
be Drake.
That's how you know there's no black people in Japan.
Right. They don't understand
They don't understand
genes.
the
The
they
black
don't understand
gene.
color palettes. We're black.
Yeah. Yeah.
Black and white make brown, homie.
Right. Right. But yes, a dope part to that before they even fought the terrain too was fucking Lemillion, who just started taking off and running through walls and shit. He's
Oh,
all
that's right. He's like, all right, I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna jump ahead.
Yeah, and he just full sprints towards fucking overall. But
Yes, sir.
that's a side note. The terrain fight was dope. That was
Yeah,
a
it
very
was.
dope fight. It was a dope enemy. You know, a game of wits. So that was cool.
It was just kind of like it was a filler fight.
Yeah. It was like
was-
stalling for time, and then the real
Yeah.
cool fight, the first real cool fight was the Fat Gum fight and Kiroshima.
Yep.
Fat Gum and
Yep, I
Kiroshima
enjoyed that.
versus Kendo and Tengai.
That might have the cheesiest moment in the entire show.
Which the
That fight,
Kiroshima moment?
where remember when he finally, like, when the fight's finally over, and the brawler dude, which one's that one? Is that Kendo?
Well, I think it's I don't remember. I think
Okay.
it's Kendo though.
Well, I'll call him the brawler,
We
right?
could be wrong. It's either
So
Tengai or Tendo.
so yeah, so the brawler whale face dude, I don't know what the fuck he is. I think it might have just been a mask. But
Yeah,
that dude, he was like, "Hey, we're going to go get fixed up right now in the next room. There's a
and then
room
we're
right
gonna.
over here." And he goes, "You come along and you bring that boy, I
I'm
mean,
gonna.
man, and bring him in the room with me."
Fuck, I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was
I
the cheesiest moment by far in MHA. It was so
right,
cheesy.
and there
All the
was,
cheese.
and he was also the one where he like wanted to fight him because he beat him or something like that, or wanted to fight him again.
Yeah,
Like
he
he has
wanted to fight
that
him
knack
again.
for
Yeah.
fighting because
He just wants a
he
good
wants
fight.
to fight people
Yeah.
who are strong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I think it is Kendo.
Yeah. And we got to see Fat Gumball skinny and shit by the end of it.
Yeah, and his was dope. That was a dope quirk where he absorbs the power and then gets skinnier as he's absorbing it.
Yeah, as he's pushing
And
the
then
power into his hand. Yeah, it's an
right,
interesting
dope.
it's stockpiler quirk, which we find out
Yeah,
later on.
very
And we can get
interesting.
into that when that comes up in the next
Right,
season. But
dope
yeah,
quirk.
it's really interesting. He's my son's favorite. That's
Oh,
Kai's favorite good guy is Fat Gum.
yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
That's his dude right there.
kind of similar to the fat dude from Fire Force
Yeah. Oh
with
yeah,
the
Juggernaut.
country. Yeah, country accent,
Oh, come
mom.
on, Ma.
Oh,
Oh,
come
come on,
on,
Ma.
ma.
I just want to be out here with the taters. Nah, boy, you got that fire up in you.
You
You
need to
can't
get
do
out
that
there. You need
in
to
the
be
big
out there and
city.
save people in the big city.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah.
shucks, Ma.
So fucking random, dude.
It's just a random thing to add in there. It's freaking
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I just want to talk to these guys and be like, who are you? You know, like, where does this
Right.
all come from?
Yeah.
You think about how the Titans look, like, talk to that creator for a while, just like, you're just a fucking weirdo, huh?
Right.
I don't need to talk to any isekai creators. I know what they're all about.
Yeah, we're not gonna go there.
Yeah. Hey, man, how you doing? Boobs, 10 o'clock. Boobs, 12 o'clock. Look, there's a girl right there. There's a girl right there. Well, what would it be like if I dated 12 of them? All right, man.
What would it be like if I
Okay.
had sex
Well,
with
this
her?
went.
What would it be like if I grabbed their boobs?
Yeah. All right, man. Well, this went exactly as planned. So I'm going to go ahead and take off now.
Yeah.
Like, nope, don't need to meet them. But everybody
Don't.
else I'm good with.
Yeah.
Everybody else. But yeah, and then back to MHA.
Yeah.
We finally get the real fight.
Lemillion overhaul.
Lemillion overhaul.
Dope. That's where you really see Lemillion like
I mean,
true ability.
it was dope if you're a Lemillion fan.
Oh,
I
who
don't know
would
how
be?
many overhaul fans
I
are
was
out
about to
there,
say
but
who
it
was rooting
wasn't
for
dope. It wasn't dope for you guys. That was
if you
all
were rooting
bad.
for overhaul in that
Overhaul?
fight. Overhaul. If you were rooting for overhaul in that fight, fuck you.
Jesus. All
If you
right.
were rooting for overhaul in that fight, fuck you.
There you go. You heard it first. OP says fuck you if you're rooting for
Yeah,
overhaul.
just dope, man. Just dope being able to punch dudes and
Dude,
phase at the same
could you imagine being
time.
overhaul and just having such a powerful quirk and just being deemed useless just like that?
Well, and goes back to the OP shit. He should not be able to combine his body with another person's body and be able to use that person's quirk.
That's fair. I do
That's a
agree
little
with you
much.
there. That was a little much. But they did have Deku put him down when he got like that, so I think that kind of
Well, no, he got like that before because he was controlling the terrains.
Oh,
With
that's how
that
he got
guy's
Night
quirk.
Eye. That's how he got Night Eye.
Right.
But he didn't start
Well, he
controlling
was
the
doing
terrain.
that
So,
with Lemillion.
oh, you know what?
Remember,
You're right.
Lemillion was like phasing
I
through
th-
and saving areas at the same time.
No, I think the dude was still doing that himself. I think Lemillion took that dude
Oh,
out.
okay.
And then
And
when
then he absorbed him.
after
Night Eye.
Lemillion took him out and Lemillion got hit with the gun,
Yeah.
then he absorbed that dude and took his power.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fucking.
Yeah. I'm
fucking
glad we got
wild,
the
dude.
sequence right, but I still agree with you with your overall conclusion,
Yeah.
which is fucking all right, dude.
Dude, I was like, come on, dude.
all right. Yeah. All right. What are we doing here? And then
Yeah.
by the end of it, he just looked like a giant face
Yeah, like a giant blob.
and a face.
Yeah.
Like it was fucking weird.
Yeah. I
The
didn't like
deck,
that.
yeah, and then Night Eye is
Night Eye
fucking
got
useless.
fucked up.
You're fucking
Night Eye got
useless,
it. I was like, you
dude.
went from super dope, because you saw some moments of him fighting like Deku,
Yeah.
and you saw some dope shit. to like,
Yeah, he looked
dude,
dope
you
fighting
suck.
children.
Yeah, yeah, dude, maybe you suck.
Yeah,
Maybe
that
your
dude
quirk
was fucking
sucks.
useless, and he died
Maybe you're
because of
just
it.
an average dude who can see into people's
Did you
futures.
feel anything when he died?
Yeah, I felt something because of Lemillion. I know how
That
much
shit
he meant
fucked
to
me up.
Lemillion.
Yeah, yeah.
And since I like Lemillion so much, I felt bad more so for Lemillion than I
Yeah.
did
Well, you know
for
what got
Deku.
me? You know what got me? Because I didn't feel too much when he was dying. What got me is he was like, "Let me look at your future one last time." I was like, "Holy shit, that's what you're gonna use because you can only use it once a day."
So
So
that's
all
his
these people are
last
gonna go
time.
visit. That's your last time. That was fucking. That got me a little bit. That
Yeah.
got me. I was like, all right. I see you, Night Eye. You fuck with
No,
Lemillion.
I low key wish they didn't do that. But yeah, so you get to
Just
that.
so you guys know, we're
We
this is a
skipped
cut
just now.
back in. Yeah, we're cutting right back in. You guys would just see a cut in front of us because we fucking dropped a huge spoiler. And there is no way we're gonna leave
And
that
that's
in.
exactly what I did
Yep.
when I was talking to that girl in that fucking shop.
Oh, that's right. You did do that. You told me about that.
Yes.
I was like, oh
And
shit.
it just slipped
Yeah.
out just like that.
Oh
Just
man.
as quickly and as
Oh
smoothly as that.
man. Yeah, this one I didn't feel as bad as about the other one I did a few episodes back.
Oh man.
Or the JJK one. That one came out of nowhere. That one
Yeah.
was like it was gonna prove my point, which it did, but it was just like that was
Damn.
so unnecessary. There were so many other examples I could have used. This one was like casual conversation and it came
And you were
out.
responding
So
to what I had said because I
right,
was implying that.
right.
I just
And
didn't want to say
so yeah, and I sure did. Okay.
it. You're like, oh,
Yeah. So don't
beauty,
worry, guys.
beauty and recording, right?
No, yep, don't worry, guys. That's gonna be
Cut out,
cut out.
right?
Yeah.
So Night Eye
So
gets fucking bitch slapped around,
dude,
and I
fucking
mean,
dude.
dude, his organs. I mean, oh
And
my
then
god,
and then Deku's
on his
just
fucking
like
chest.
he's like, all right, I'm gonna go at 100 and like 1,000%. And then Eri, because you're fucking you can't control your power, you're just gonna
You're gonna
fucking keep
utilize you,
re-healing me.
right?
That shit was
Well, and he
wild.
before he got to that, he tried 20%, and he was getting bitch slapped around.
Yep.
And so that's where you kind of get a scaling of where he's at and where he
Mm-hmm.
what the level of competition can
Mm-hmm.
do. To be able to put up with 20% of his power is pretty
Yes, sir.
impressive for overhaul. But yeah, you're right. He did come up with a smart idea of having Ares just kind of keep her shit unlocked, and then he goes at 100, and that's where you get a real taste of Deku's potential.
Right. Yeah, this is their first like true
Like
real like
Deku one
like
for all.
like he might be a dude. He
Yeah,
might be a dude. Like
right.
you knew it was gonna come, but you're like,
Eventually,
he
this
might
is a
be a
taste.
dude. Because
Yeah,
he took the main guy. And it was the first time anytime Night Eye's fucking vision was wrong.
correct. And that was a big plot point too. Ding!
Yep.
Because he's
The whole
never
thing
been
is
wrong. He's
yeah, and
never
that's
been wrong, and he was worried about All Might. So keep
because
in
it's
mind,
never been wrong.
right? And him proving that obviously it was wrong is what is
Yeah.
dope, and it will be interesting to see how that parallel works.
Yeah.
So if All
Now
Might will really die that disgusting death or
now
not.
as we kind of wrap this up, what'd you think about Overhaul's plan as a whole?
Yeah. So overall's plan as a whole, and this is for the audience. Obviously, you know the plan, but his plan was to get the two serums, one being the taking away powers, one being the giving the powers back,
Right.
giving that to the heroes, giving this to the villains, and then just making a shit ton of money. I thought it was stupid. I thought it was fucking stupid.
I appreciate the way you didn't hint to that being your thought on it. The
Yeah.
whole time you're explaining it out, I appreciate that.
Yeah. And I'm on board with the dude he made sick, his dad or whoever it was, his father
Uh-huh.
figure.
Yeah.
Because he was even like, dude, that's stupid. Stop it. Be
Yeah.
normal. We're already rich. Be normal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, do
It's
normal
like,
like
well, I think he said
stuff.
we're not gonna fucking tear apart your little girl. We're
We're
not
not
gonna
gonna
fucking mess with this little kid.
girl.
Like that's
Yeah.
not what we
Like,
fucking do.
right. We have morals
Like
here.
have some class. Yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah. Fucking ass clown. But it's stupid because like
Like
who would have that type of power and not use it for themselves for one, and then for two, that shit could come back to bite you in the ass.
right. So the problem with this and I've thought about this a lot because I was like, overall, his plan wasn't the worst of plans. Like if you're
Right.
looking at
You're gonna make a lot
like
of money.
you're gonna make a lot of money, but as like a
Who cares
bag
about
of like
money when
that's what I was
the
gonna
world
say.
is
The
superhero?
only thing this is good for is having money, which you can get 1,000 different ways
Yeah.
in this world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I just like is
It didn't
that
make sense to me.
it just didn't like it's
For
like why
for
are you
how
so
powerful he
stuck?
already is.
Right.
That's like
Like
if
why
All
are
for
you
One
stuck
was
on
like,
this?
"Yeah, I want to be the richest dude in the world." It's like, "What?
Why?
No,
Yeah.
you just want to kill everybody or just rule the world."
Yeah. Like what are we doing here, man?
Yeah,
You're
like
like
if
fucking
if
this
that was his
powerful?
goal was to rule the world with those two serums, which I don't know why you would want the one to bring powers back unless it
Right.
was for yourself, but
Right.
that would make more sense.
Yeah.
And
That's
that's pretty
fucking
basic.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Ah, it's just not the best, most flushed out plan. I
No.
mean, I got it. Like when I was watching the show, I was like, yeah, okay. You know what I mean? I was like,
Mhm.
it seems like stereotypical bad guy
Like
idea.
underworld bad guy. Like he's not like
Yeah.
a pure bad guy, but he's like an underworld bad guy. Like
Yeah. I
he's
was
not
like,
walking around
that's
killing people. He's walking around being that kind of like a like Gotham City type bad guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was a good example. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. But it was like, all right, dude. Okay, this works. We'll ride with this. Just give me good everything else, and we can ride with that. I'm fine. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But yeah,
yeah,
I think that
that wraps it
that
up,
wraps
baby.
it up. I think for the most part. Well,
Yeah, there was
wait, whoa. No, it doesn't. The Endeavor fight.
oh versus the high end.
Yeah. So
Real quick before we touch on that, I did want to add they did throw some filler in this that we aren't going to discuss, which is the provisional license exam dealing with the
with the kid.
kids. That's about as filler can be.
Yep.
We're not gonna discuss that.
Worthless.
They got their fucking provisional license.
Worthless.
Woo!
And they got it in a dumb way, in my opinion.
Yeah, fucking playing with kids,
Yeah.
which
No.
doesn't sound right when
I
you
was
say it
about to
like
say
that.
that didn't
I
sound right.
apologize. Yeah, it's not how I meant it, but
Yeah.
that's what they did.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't
Yeah.
like that.
Uh,
No, just kidding.
we keep moving now.
Yeah.
Endeavor fights the high end
Yeah.
with Hawks, right?
Right, and you get the Endeavor arc,
The
though,
start of it.
right? Yeah, where he starts to kind of have a moment where not only is he now the number one hero, but he also is trying to figure out how to rekindle his relationship with his
Right,
kids.
and also be kind of like a role model to the world being the number one hero.
Right. So Endeavor has a bunch of different arcs going on that I
Yeah.
think is really dope. And they do a great job of kind of explaining it.
Yeah, he's one of those characters that have slowly started to become kind of like Vegeta, where despite how
Yes.
you feel about him,
That's a great
he's
comparison.
probably got the best character development
That was a
out of
great
anybody.
that was a
You know what I
perfect
mean?
yeah, that was a spot on comparison.
Yeah, I'm the best. It's what I do.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that, but
Yeah.
that was a great
Did you
comparison.
want to hear more about power systems? Because I'm good at that too.
Yeah,
Whatever.
did you want to explain Endeavor's power?
Yeah. It's fire. It's hot. He burns people. There's no limitations.
It's
It's
so hot he
whatever.
burns himself.
Yeah. That's why he has scars.
But probably top 5 fights was that Endeavor fight.
Dude, that shit was dope.
I would argue top 3.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is he does the fist too, right? At the end.
Man, I was
He does the
I
fist
was
too.
raising my fist.
Yep, he does
I
the
was like,
fist too.
"Yeah!"
And it's crazy because when you think about it, it's the same thing All Might did. But it meant so much different when
Correct.
Endeavor did it. Because you were like, when All Might did it, you were like, this motherfucker's done and he did it, right?
Right.
But when Endeavor does it, you're like, he's that fucking dude.
Right. He's saying I'm the guy now.
Yep.
He's like, it's my turn.
And it's crazy because without thinking about it, you just feel it. You know what I mean?
You felt every moment of that fight. Every moment
that
of that
shit
fight.
was wild. Dude.
That was a great fight.
Phenomenal.
They made it suspenseful. They had people watching it. His son watching
made it. Tough. Yep.
It was tough. He had to figure out multiple things. He had the downside to his own quirk that he had to kind of keep under control.
Yes, sir.
I mean, and then you had Hawks, who's a dope character too.
Yeah,
who's gonna have an even better
bigger role
next season.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk about Hawks. I fuck with Hawks.
Hawks is a dope character.
Yeah, but yep, now that finally wraps it up. I think that's everything.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we appreciate every single fucking one of you guys.
Yes, sir.
I think we're at 640-ish right now with the subs. You
Yep.
guys have been liking. You guys have been doing a lot more commenting. We really genuinely appreciate the
Love
love
it.
we're getting.
Every
Yeah,
single
keep
view.
commenting. We apologize
Every
for
single
taking a
view.
break. We're gonna do the breaks every so often. We're not burned out, but we want to make sure it stays that way. We want to keep coming out fresh with
Right.
content and
We
all that
did
stuff.
600 plus videos straight before we took a break.
Yeah.
So, with the exception of a week here or there.
Yeah, and those weeks we recorded something
Uh-huh.
and it just wasn't quality.
Right.
So we wouldn't put it out. We're not going to put out not quality stuff. So
Right.
even the weeks we go without putting out stuff, if it's just one week, usually it's because we didn't like what we recorded
Right. But
or something happened.
this time it was us choosing to just take a break.
Yep.
And we almost didn't. We
Yeah.
almost didn't at the same time because
We were still like trying
we
to.
almost staggered it because we are trying to get Big Daddy Benji back on to do another
Yes,
Shangri
sir.
La.
Brr, 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 brr,
So
brr.
be on the lookout for that.
Yeah,
Eventually
that'll
we'll
happen
figure that
soon.
out.
Yep.
Eventually,
Schedule's got to work out,
schedule's
but
got to
we'll make
figure
it
out.
happen. We're not
Yeah.
going to cover Shangri-La without him, so.
Yeah.
But we might.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, Benji. We're not going to do that to you. We're not going to do that to you. We'll wait for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll figure out a time.
So yeah, again, like, subscribe, comment below, comment.
Yes, sir.
Comment if you liked the season, if you didn't like the season, if you're excited for the newest season. We are all the way caught up, so we're very excited. We're trying to get through these older seasons so that way we can be right on point
Yes,
with
sir.
the new season. And My Hero does an amazing job of putting out like 25 episodes, and I think it's a sweet spot per season.
Yeah.
I think that's a great sweet spot. So we want to segment it. We don't want to fucking sit here and do like we just did, where we do like 25 straight episodes. So that way you guys could get a really good, accurate, in-depth analysis without us having to try too hard. And we can get a real good idea, and we can give you our thought process as watching
We're not trying to remember things, and we're not forgetting about things.
Like I missed certain things in this one, which kind of sucks, but it's not a big deal.
It is what it is.
But
hey guys, Comedy Hashira.
Blackie Chan.
We out.
We out.